Wait a minute.
Ooh, child, child. Don't look at all my fat. So, I'm bringing y'all Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It was for tonight. Now, I about don't even know because I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm watching it on. I'm not watching it on Filio no more. So, I did not catch the episode. And I can tell you that it's season 12 maybe. 12, 13. I think it's about this, one of them. It's season 13, I believe. But anyway, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And, I'm finna tell y'all the most important parts and all that stuff. And then I'm gonna do a little chit chat with y'all for about 15, 20 minutes because it's gonna be a 15-minute video. It really wasn't nothing going on. So, Sierra and her husband, they all Xavier. I think it's Xavier. So Xavier, she takes pics with him. And then her mama, Miss Kim, them Kims. them Kims. Oof, okay. Kim, she comes and she says that she can't, she said she can't be fake with Zay. Because she ain't really getting along with him or she don't really care for him or whatever. I think that it's personally, just for the cloud, just for the fame, just for her little 10, 15 minutes of cloud and fame. So, that's what I personally think it is. And she comes and she says that she can't be fake, of course, with Zay. And then Kim says that she wants to make sure that he has his best interest. His best interest for Sierra, which I understand if that's really the reason what's going on now. See, Miss Kim, don't play now. That's what she's saying. And then she continues to talk her speech. And Zay walks clean out he walks out the restaurant. And I'm like, I about kind of see why he just up and left. Because it's like, you don't want to hear all that foolishness, especially if you always be listening to it all the time. And I can just imagine that she just go on and on and on and on and on. I can just imagine she just go on and on. And then Sierra said that the girl, because she was talking about a DM situation, and she said the girl that her mama is talking about, that was 2 months prior to their relationship, and her and Zay, they already had their conversation, and they already had to talk about it. And it's like her mama is bringing up old stuff. And it's like she just rehashing stuff. And when she continued to rehash the stuff, it's like, a woman, don't do that. I want to like you, Miss Kim. I really do want to like you, and I want to give you all your flowers and all this stuff. But don't do too much now, okay? I'm gonna give you everything in a nice way, a little heart way, but don't do too much, girl. I'm telling you, don't. Okay? You already done made Zay walk out the restaurant because he don't want to hear that ish. And I'm like, okay. And then Sierra, she ain't trying to hear. She clearly, I know Sierra, she ain't trying to hear it because it's like, it just be womp, 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 womp. I'm like, girl, ma'am, not girl, she's a grown woman. Ma'am, don't do that. Stop it. Okay? And then Yandy and Mendices, they agreed to meet up and talk. And then Yandy having an issue with a DM situation with Mendices. And I gotta read the notes because I about wasn't paying her no attention. I was just watching, writing the notes and all that stuff. Okay, so she says that that she called him. She called Mendices to talk to her. And it's like when he got there, he was just like, well, what you want to talk about? What we going to be discussing? Because, we already talked about everything that you talking about this girl and that DM situation and that, it's the Kirk and the Rashida stuff. And about somebody being in his DM. I figured out what was about. And I'm like, they do too much. Them Frosts, they do entirely too much. Too much. And they about get on my nerves too. And I've been ready for them to be off the show. Because they're not a favorite of mine. And a lot of times, I know my boy Scotty by Nature is live now. Because it popped up while I was trying to do my review. And, I know he always called her Georgia Prune. And I about see why he called her that, because it's like, girl, stop doing too much. You giving me a headache. You really are. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And Mendici said that he basically does not want to explain and deal with this in public, especially since it's already been dealt with between him and her in person, in private. I'm like, girl, stop. Now that's girl. Girl, quit. And then Yandy, in the confessional now, she says that he has to say something and deal with it in public. And I'm like, why? Why? So you can look good. So you can look good. Girl, I'm moving right on, and I'm moving on from her. We're going to just move on. Woo, I'm moving on from her. And then Carly and her daughter, they meet, and Carly is saying that she feels some kind of way because Jasmine was not there for her. And then Jasmine says that she has her own family, and her mom has always been so codependent on her. Ever since she got a divorce, ever since Carly got a divorce, then she always been so codependent on her. And then Carly tells her daughter Jasmine that T-Lo was arrested for domestic violence. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Carly. I said the last review, and I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry that happened to you, because domestic violence is not ever, the key, or it's not ever good. And then Carly tells her daughter, Jasmine says that she wished that she would have, told her, and so she could be there for her. And I'm like, but hold on, wait a minute. They clearly chopped this up. Because she was just saying that she got her own family to deal with, which she do have her own family to deal with. And then she was pretty much just saying that she can't be there for her mama because she got her own family. And I'm like, I understand what you're saying, Jasmine. I understand everything that you're saying, but you know what? She said in the next breath that she should have told her and let her in, and she would have been there for her. I'm like, okay. I couldn't tell if Jasmine was actually crying. We know Carly don't. You know that's how Carly be. So I know she was supposed to be crying, and I guess Jasmine was supposed to be crying too. So we gonna quickly move on from that. Move on. And then it got to Scrappy and Jock and Mendices, and they meet. And then Mendices says that life is too short these days, and Mendices says that he thought him and Kurt was, on the same page. And then he said pretty much that he says that he is allowing his wife Rashida to disrespect him and his marriage. And I said, yeah, Rashida was saying a whole lot of stuff about your marriage, Mendices. Like her marriage is the real marriage though. Is y'all's marriage real, Mendices and Yandy? Because we know Georgia, whoever she want to be, Rashida, we know that her marriage is real. She just married Kirk when he was old as a darn crow and she was a darn kid. Check the facts. She was underage when he met her. He was. Allegedly. I'm going to say that allegedly. Because I don't want to be saying that and then have somebody to come out and try to do a suit on me or something like that. And I'm like, I just started the channel. So I don't need y'all to be, trying to sue me or nothing like that. But that's allegedly that he got Rashida when she was a little young. So we know y'all marriage real. But it's still up for grabs about Mendices and Yandy. Maybe they did get married. Allegedly they did get married, or allegedly they didn't. I don't know. Who knows? And Jock says pretty much that Mendices and Kirk, they need to get together and they need to talk about it. And I'm like, And Mendices that he can get the main, cause he just pretty much was saying that he can get the main course, and he says that he does not want what Kirk has at all. He don't want Jasmine. So Kirk, if you sitting over there rattling all them lies and all that stuff on that man, he said he don't want Jasmine. He said he can get the full course meal. He don't need Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine, even though your name Jasmine just like mine. But he don't need you, baby. You're not the full course meal. According to him, you're not the full course meal, okay? All right, and we're going to move on from that. And Ashley and Zane are there. And then Ashley got things to say about Rashida, Miss Rashida throwing shade at her about some stuff, in the comments. Rashida always be throwing slick shade and all that stuff. So they was just at the event. They was at Sierra's event, of course. And her magazine event. Her and her husband, they was at the magazine event. And then she said that, because Zane's wife's name is Ashley. And Ashley got, of course, things to say about Rashida throwing shade at her. And Rashida and Ashley, they talk about Rashida shading her. And then Zane trying to walk off and not be in the business or whatever. I'm like, well, Zane, you probably don't need to be there. You need to let Grandma Rashida and Ashley handle that by themselves. And Rashida said that it was shade thrown. And Ashley trying to get an understanding, understanding what Rashida said about Yandy and Mendices. So she really, really subject hopped. So she was trying to I thought she was trying to get an understanding and get it out the table. How she was feeling about Yandy and all, not Yandy, about Rashida and all that stuff. And she bitched up. She really did. I'll say it, she bitched up. And she didn't say what she thought. She went back to some gossip, and she said that she wanted to talk to her about somebody else. And she says that she wants to know what's going on with Yandy and Mendices, and has she heard about it. I'm like, girl, real clever, real clever. Not talking about your stuff, huh? I guess that was all y'all needed for y'all scene, because I know that y'all have to meet and all this stuff to get paid and all this stuff, and y'all have to make sure that y'all all in the scene for so many minutes for y'all to get paid, allegedly. Awesome. Who knows? And then the magazine cover it's called with Alpha Magazine now, and it's Bambi, Sierra, Kendra, and they all up there chatting about how Bambi held Spice accountable when they was at their resort. She did. And I'm so glad that Bambi wasn't there. Not Bambi, Spice wasn't there, because I could care less for her at times, all the time. And Sierra said that Spice was definitely on some BS. And Baby said that she will talk to the Frogs on a different day, pretty much, because she in her bag and she don't want to be tainted, pretty much, I'm assuming, by Kirk and Rashida and all they bullshit. And I'm like, I understand. And Sierra tells Bambi and Kendra that she is pregnant. It was Bambi, Kendra, and Rennie Rucci. And she tell all three of them that she is pregnant and says that the doctor confirmed that it is a baby. And I told y'all she was saying it in the last episode in my review. And she said that she was pregnant. So I'm like, oh, go, Sierra. And she also said that Paris, her daughter that she already has, she also said that Paris was saying that she wanted a sister or a brother. So Paris is going to be happy. And then Jock tells, going back to Jock. Jock tells Kirk about the reason that Mendices is upset with him. And Kirk says that please don't bring that to us. He said that he's trying to stay out the bull-ish. And he said that pretty much he backpedaling too. And I said, I ain't never seen so many men that will backpedal up out of a situation. When I say that, I ain't never seen so many men that are backpedaling about a situation. I'm telling you. And then, and then Sierra tells her daughter, Sierra says that her daughter loves Xavier, which is Zay. And that's her husband, Sierra's husband. And then Kim, she just so Kim starts to interrupt and says that she wants to know if she is ready for this baby. And I'm like, ma'am, that's her husband. So please stop. And then Sierra announces to everyone, because she was kindly ignoring her, and rightfully so, because this her mama, this her happy mama to tell her friends and her homies of the Love and Hip Hop family. And she announces to everyone that she is pregnant, and everybody said, congratulations, Sierra, congratulations. And then her mama ain't stopped now. Her mama just can't be happy. She bought her something to drink, pretty much, because she was seeming like she was very inebriated. I'm like, ma'am, would you stop it? Would you stop it? And would you stop it.com, ma'am, please, okay? Stop it, okay? Because I know she done had some drink. I know she had. And then I'm like, ma'am, stop it. And she clearly trying to get a moment. And I said, okay, she is trying to get a good moment. A good moment. And her mama says that she wants to make sure that Zay is right for her. And Sierra talks about how her mother told her that when she was pregnant at 15 years old, and that she was not gonna be, she wasn't there for her. And she pretty much said that she can't, her daughter, Sierra, she pretty much said that Paris couldn't call her grandma. I said, oh Lord. And then it panned to Miss Kim, and she outside. And outside, Kim comes out saying that she said that he ain't right for Sierra, and that she did not get an invite to the wedding. And Bambi just was saying, well, she's not right for you, but she's right for her. And she just was saying, she's just pretty much saying it's gonna be okay. And I mean, you know, Bambi is very, very mature. And she can talk to her because I'm like, ma'am, I would have said, ma'am, don't do that. Really, don't do that. Because, you mean, you just can't really be happy for your daughter. And Bambi did say that in the confessional. She said she just can't be happy for her. And that's all, that's all Bambi wants. Not Bambi. That's all Sierra. I was about to say Sierra. Getting tongue-tied and forgetting about the people. But Bambi was saying that that's pretty much all Sierra wanted, was for her to be happy for her. And she said that she's seeing that her mom can't be happy for her. And I'm thinking, yeah, she can't be happy for her. Why? I'm not sure why she can't be happy for her. But maybe there's some underlying. I'm going to give Kim this. I'm going to just say that she ain't acting that way for no reason. And I'm pretty sure that there's some underlying stuff that happened behind the scenes, whether it was right or whether it was wrong. And, I mean, it's just always some deep-rooted, you know, family issues that, you know, come out. Seems like it every time that the women or the gentlemen that come on Love and Hip Hop, it seems like the producers want to bring out, allegedly, the worst, and like they dig up all like family history and all that stuff. And Sierra did say that her mom, she wanted her mom to be happy for her, and she had some encounters with her mom in the past. And I said, yeah, well, all I got to say is I pray for y'all, and I pray that Miss Kim does have a come to Jesus moment, and Miss Kim is nice to her grandbaby that is about to be born. And again, that was Love and Hip Hop episode that came on tonight. I promise you I'm gonna put all of this in the description box, and when I upload the video, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything in the box for y'all, so y'all will be able to see. Okay? And I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. And when I upload it, I'm just gonna be getting on y'all's nerves, because I'm gonna make sure I guys subscribe, like, and comment. Just shoot me a comment and we can talk about these issues with the families and all that stuff. If you agree or disagree, we can just have a little talk in the comments. So I hope y'all have a blessed night. Bye, Facebook. I keep saying Facebook family. Oh, I just was on Facebook, y'all. Bye, YouTube family. Y'all are so much better than Facebook. So bye, YouTube family. Y'all have a good night, and I'm gonna get this uploaded for y'all. Bye.